Hey!
Hi, Guy.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Lauren!
Lauren.
Hello to all the hair besties in the land. What are we doing on you? We're gonna retouch your hair.
Retouch all the virgins here and...
You need some revival, something?
Revival.
I like your hair long though.
It's still great. Yeah, me too.
I know you look good with that type of tone. I might intertwine it with some of the Naked collection, so Naked Glow. So I might aim for some Naked Blush. And it depends on how your hair lifts. If it looks very, very light overall, I'm gonna add a little blush in there.
Anything you do on me always looks good, so I'm not gonna be picky. I trust you. We've been together
5.
since 2013.
That's longer than most relationships these days. Today, I'm gonna use a hybrid of Magnum 8 and Big 9 or Cream Lightener. When mixing them together, it creates like this luxurious, creamy, lush consistency that I love working with.
I feel like you're making breakfast.
Yeah, it's like pancakes.
Lavender pancakes.
To make life easier, we're gonna section everything. So I'm gonna do a triangular sectioning right up here at the top. Sometimes I don't pre-section, I just go in and foil and just watch how the hair lays. But today I want to show you guys the importance of sectioning so you get to trace your pattern, know where you're doing what technique. And you can see that there's 3 triangle patterns. I'm going to focus the baby lights technique on these 3 triangles, and everything on her nape in the back is where I'm going to back comb. Now she has a previous ombre that I gave her, so we don't want to overlap this. Okay, I'm going to divide this in half. And the reason why I'm going in with 30 volume is because we are not putting it on the scalp. There's not going to be much heat back here. And then when I move up to the top, this is going to be 20 volume because the foils are going to sit on the scalp and then around the face because it's finer. I'm going to do 10 volume around the face. Hold it out 45 degrees and do 1 push of a back comb. If her hair gets thicker as I move up, I take finer sections. This is the scary part. There's so much diffusion of previous blonde highlights, you gotta feather, because if you overlap, you can cause breakage. I'm not too concerned because I know I'm gonna trim off those edges. As I move up, the section becomes a little bit more narrow. So instead of paneling now, I'm starting to come into a certain point here at the top. What I love to do is actually hold the hair up 180, back comb down, drag it down to 45 degrees, and back comb it back up. And now the hair is very, very diffused, as you can see, and applying the product thoroughly. So you see here on the ends where I kind of left some pieces out, it is a little bit on the golden side. So if I want to brighten it up a little bit, I just stroke a little bit of product on the surface, almost like a balayage. Wow, guys, her hair is so blonde. Her hair is about a natural level 4, so it's pretty dark. It's lifting very well. 30 volume, the hybrid mix is the perfect choice. All right, so now that we are up at the top of the 3 triangles, finally, I am gonna foil all around her face on all of the triangles. The hair around the face lightens so fast, and I also wanna start at the front and then fan it out into the back of the crown. So I'm gonna start with 10 volume developer around the face. So make sure for this technique when you're doing the baby lights is to get a comb that has fine teeth and the pick be really thin because this helps me get in and do the micro weaving. And I'm gonna use my Guy Tanga Mydentity Rose Gold brush. And the reason why I'm going to choose to use this one is because you can see the jagged bristles. When you get really close up and you feather, it's going to make your life a lot easier. I'm going to go parallel to her hairline and take micro fine sections. She has a bunch of little tiny baby hairs here. You can ignore those. Keep the color side on the outside. And you can see how the bristle is feathering for you. Fold the fold up to meet. Keep the bubble down here. Don't crease it because you create a crease line. And then fold it straight up one more time. So you do 2 folds. Flip the foil up and re-anchor. So now I'm gonna do 4 back-to-back baby lights. So then I'm gonna do the same technique around her whole entire hairline. So now that we're up around her hairline, everyone is different. Some people we have to do a V formation because everything comes to a point. With Lauren's hairline, I can just go straight across. If I see any dark pieces, I kind of weave them out like this. I fold it up just to kind of slightly overlap those areas, but leave the ends out. And I'm going to take 4 back-to-back foils here because I really want this piece to pop. Okay, so now that I'm moving up with my 20 volume developer formula, Instead of doing back-to-back foils, I'm gonna skip a little space here. And this ensures that we have dimensions. So in the past, a lot of times what I feel is we'll take a slice and then we will go in and weave that slice. I feel like that takes up a lot of time. I actually like to weave straight from the scalp. So you see that? Always, always have the tail hang out the bottom. So you can see this crescent shape that I have going on here. So that first triangle kind of pivots into a crescent shape that goes right back to her crown. So that's how I'm able to go from her parietal area and curve with the shape of her head to hit that crown. We are done. Take a look at the foil placement. It looks like a fan that just like opens up. Well, Lauren, what do you think about the foils?
I love it. It's so purpley.
I want to take the section that we have hanging out and make them slightly blonder. So we're actually going to take Magnum 8 hybrid with Big 9 and just kind of hand paint. So we're overlapping just to brighten them up some. So we're ready to pull out her foils. I'm going to start with the first side that we started on. Look how blonde that is. Do you guys see that? With just 10 volume around the face. Look how blonde that is. Look at that, it's all even. So even though I use 10 and 20, it's all even. I strategically formulated each part for different sections. All right, guys, we are back. Lauren.
Oh, I feel some Kelly Clarkson vibes going on.
Oh dear. The in-between process always looks scary. Here's the situation. A lot of times people tone on wet hair, so your clients or they don't get to see the in-between stages. So this is the in-between stage. You can see the striping effect. If you guys have this situation that occurs, how do you blend it away? I was thinking maybe blush, but we're not sure. So the reason why I'm gonna go in with Naked Glow instead is because it's gonna look more natural. It's gonna blend the demarcation line away. So we're gonna pull Naked Glow 7, and this is gonna be your routage formula. It's gonna ensure that we're able to mute that scalp. So the next formulation is Naked Glow 8. So we're gonna create the seamless ombre effect with the baby lights. I'm gonna add a little ultraviolet booster to it, just because you wanna amp it up, give it a little iridescence. So this is gonna be the lightest formula. I am gonna add clear to it at the end on some of the pieces here. You know what? I'm gonna add the ultraviolet booster to her too, just a little bit. Let's go, come on. Make sure you whisk it up very well. You don't wanna see any chunks and clumps. Ooh, slip it in. Yeah. So the Naked Glow 7 is gonna go right on her routage. All right, so now that I applied down Naked Glow 7 on her routage, what I'm doing is I'm starting at the nape. I'm gonna swipe that Naked Glow 7 down, and now I'm gonna apply Naked Glow 8 through that mids. I want some low light. Lay a mesh sheet down to keep that section clean. Leave the tips out like that. So as you can see, I've dragged down Naked Glow 8, which is the second formula. Some is higher, some is lower to create dimension. So this is Naked Glow 9. Now, if I want the tips iced out some, then I could just leave some of the tips hanging out, and then I could go back and add Crystal Clear to this formula and drag it down. So now I'm gonna take Crystal Clear and add it into the remaining color of Naked Glow 9 just to lighten it up. Oh my gosh, I am starving. Oh, finally we get to eat.
So, Guy, I've got something to tell you.
What's going on?
For the past few years, while you've been seeing me do my hair and everything, I was a full-time exotic dancer.
Exotic dancer, so...
More like dancing for...
Is that like the
people
sexy
of
dancing?
the opposite sex type of dancing.
Okay. Were you afraid to tell me or something? You think I was gonna judge you?
No. I was so used to keeping it on the DL that I just naturally didn't say anything.
Is it because people judge you when you tell them?
All the time.
Are you coming out to me right now?
Is this my closet?
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not.
You should be.
I never was.
Does your family and friends know about it though?
Some of my friends do, not my family.
Do you think it helped give you more confidence as a
I think so. That's me. I'm a social butterfly. At first, I was barely making any eye contact with all the guys. I felt more confident to look at them with that kind of that sexy look.
So it kind of makes you become more brave because where you used to be kind of shy and quiet, you're exposed. You expose yourself and everyone sees your vulnerability.
My stage name was Violet, by the way.
Oh, hi Violet.
Hey Violet, hey, is Violet here? Yeah, exactly. I'm Lauren by day and I'm Violet by night, but at the end of the day, I'm still Lauren. That name change, the outfit switcheroo does not change who I am.
I actually have a lot in common with you. I mean, I wasn't an exotic dancer, but I was a go-go boy. I don't know if that's similar, but I used to dance like in my underwear at nightclubs. Like, can you picture me doing that? Is it funny? Like, look, a lot like you, it helped me find confidence in myself because I was that kid that got bullied and made fun of in school. I could never go on stage and give a presentation. I'm like the scaredest person. Like, I'm scared of being in front of an audience, but now it has helped me build that confidence to do what I do now. All right, okay, I'm back. I want to show you something. Okay, so after I start go-go dancing, I start to connect with so many amazing photographers, and I got asked to be the calendar boy of 2010, Asian Men Redefined. I was the cover. Look at that.
Oh my God, Guy.
And then I became the face of the nightclub in West Hollywood. Rage, Game Boy.
Gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
That is so cool.
I was told to keep this a secret. It was because it was frowned upon, because I was an educator for a hair company. And it was something I was so proud of. It helped me found my identity, and I kept it a secret. That's why when I launched my own color line, I want to show people you can do whatever you want, because I want to do something that makes me feel good, and we shouldn't be judged for it. And the same thing with you. To being proud.
To being proud.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
This color looks so good on you.
Oh, really? Oh.
No more Kelly Clarkson.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my confidant shampoo. Someone who's your confidant is someone you can trust. So the next step, my hero. This is gonna help soften your hair on contact and close the cuticle. Can you smell the conditioner too?
I can smell everything. It smells
so good.
Wonderful.
Guys, I am so obsessed. Look at all the dimension. That depth from within, the little face framers, the baby lights. Lauren, how do you feel? How do you feel? I need to know. I need to know.
$1 million.
You're out of the closet now.
Yes,
we're all out of the closet.
We're all in the closet. Your identity. Our identity.
Yes, our identity, our my identity. We have the power to be ourselves. Thumbs up, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this video. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.